Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rosie Henshaw, and if you're new here then welcome. It's lovely to meet you, and if you're already existing guys then thank you so much for coming back. So today's video is a Topshop sale try on haul. I'm in one of the dresses. I'm going to shut this blind so that we don't get the zigzaggy lines. So basically I said I'd deliver with a Topshop haul, a little bit later with it, but I've checked all of these things are in stock, in sizes, like loads of different sizes as well. They have got the most amazing sale on at the moment. So at the moment, a lot of these dresses, this one was £15, so I'm going to try them all on, show you them. Some of them are a little bit short, I'm not going to lie, and I am 5'3", so it is hard in the sense that I put a dress on if it's a little bit short, but I will explain if I think they sort of could be worn as blouses, but I wanted to show you anyway. Also, by now, the weirdos won't be watching, so sometimes you get some weirdos come onto these try-on hauls expecting to see ladies in the nude, but I'm not nude. So I've got my tights on underneath this, a pair of big old granny knickers, and I've got my bras. Normally I wear a vest and some Spanx, but some of you have complained and said with the vest it's just not, you can't see the V-neck on it, and sometimes they've come a little bit more revealing than you'd have liked. So I've got my bra on under this, so you know it's a bra, we're all girls here, it's fine, don't worry about it, but I thought I'd start with my dress on because I don't want to come on in my bra, because then the weirdos stay on. So grab yourselves a nice cup of tea and some snacks and let's get into the video. So the first one that I've got on at the moment is this lovely dress. Now it's a lovely sweetheart neckline. It's a little bit booby. I do like it. I do think you could probably wear like a little vest under this if you wanted to. It is very fashionable at the moment to have this very square style neck added with a little sweetheart bit here. Some of them are quite square, but I have got some safety pins and I'm probably going to pin that together so that it's not so booby because I don't like it too much. I love these puffy sleeves. They've got a lovely little like frill here and it's not too cling on my arms because obviously I have got a bit more of a chunkier arm and I find sometimes with this elastic they can really cling. Comes in nice at the waist, but you've got quite a lot of room in this. It's very, very smocky. Really love it. It's got like an underlayer of a skirt, like a little slip underneath it, which is really nice, and then a lovely little ruffle halfway down, very lovely, feminine, and it does come up at a square at the back as well. Now this dress I got in a size 16 and I paid for this £15, and if you look up close, it's really lovely. It's black material, it's that lovely chiffony type material where you're not going to need to iron it. It's got lovely like black and white patterns in it with lovely lime flowers. Now this is really beautiful for now with some black tights and some boots. I do need to get myself a little store, stand on the bed. Do need to get myself, you know, a store again. But this is really nice. It looks really lovely with some tights, maybe like a nice black coat or a bright coat you could wear with this, colour clash it. Some Dr. Martin boots, or just some nice little Chelsea boots. But this is also going to look nice with some sunglasses on your head, a nice big straw bag, and some sandals as well. It's really lovely. It's a really nice length as well, when you can see where my leg creases, so I'm not too worried about the length on this one. This is a really nice length, and you know what, it's quite nice to have these sort of very trendy in their styles, and sometimes they're so over the top with the sleeves, sometimes it can make you look larger yourself, but really like this dress, and for £15 really like this one. So now I'm going to whip off. Do apologise guys, with a what a feeling. My belly's all over, I'm hanging over my tights, you know, this is how it is. So the next dress I'm going to try on, so I had this on in a video, a Poundland video the other day. Oh, so I thought there was a bulb missing from one of the ceiling lights then. I got confused. I thought this was the cheap one. This isn't the cheapest one. Now this one, I've written this one down. This is 25 now, but when I went onto my email, I didn't actually pay 25 for mine. I did pay 15 for mine. I thought mine was 12.50, but that was another thing. Basically, they've not got this in stock now in the petite range, but this was in the petite range. So they've got like the standard range now, and it's £25. So it's sold out in the petite range. But it is a nice length anyway, and when I looked on there, there's literally about this much difference in length. So it's not going to over swamp you if you are petite anyway. I normally go for the longer ones because if they are a shorter dress on Topshop, they're going to give you a longer length. And this is quite short. So you probably would want the longer length anyway, regardless of whether you're a petite size. So this is 25 in the one that I can find for the link for you. Obviously, I think that's still a really good price for a Topshop dress. And it is a beautiful, beautiful dress. So this is very autumnal in colours. But like I said with the other dress, you could easily wear this with a lovely straw bag and some nice little tan sandals. That would look really nice as well. So I love the sleeve on this as well. It's nice and puffy here. It's got that little bit that comes in here, but that's not too tight, so it isn't like restricting as well. It comes in. It's also got like the lovely little frill on the shoulder as well, which I quite like. Adds a little bit of volume on your shoulders, so it evens you out. So if you're like me, a pear, and you've got much larger hips, having a little bit more on the shoulders makes your waist look like it comes in. It balances out your hips and makes you look like a lovely hourglass shape. So this is a short dress. Like I say, I probably would have gone for the regular range anyway. So even though it was a bit cheaper, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I even buy things from the maternity range if it's cheaper, because 9 times out of 10 it isn't that much different, apart from the front hem will be slightly longer. This though does have a very low back, which I wore it for my video and didn't even know that the back was like it. I thought, my back's a bit cold. Realised it's got a low back. So this is the kind of dress I would wear a very fine vest underneath anyway, or you can get one of them backless bras. I'm a little bit dubious about a backless bra. My boobs are so large, then backless bras don't really work. My boobs end up here. So I'm probably going to wear a vest with this because it's got a very low back on it. But this is really pretty. It's a lovely little detail. I probably would wear a nice black vest, or get one of them really nice bras where they've got the lovely lace pattern on the back. They look less like a bra. And obviously if you are going to be going on your holidays next year, this would be lovely just to chuck on over the top of your bikini if you are going to the beach or around the pool. I know that's wishful thinking, but maybe with a nice little pair of like straw wedge shoes, you could chuck this on top and then it wouldn't matter that it's a low back anyway, because you'd have your bikini. So this is really nice. I'm going to link all these below. They're obviously not ad affiliate. I bought all these for my own money. So this is 25, and this has got like a real swish factor to it, and it also comes in lovely and ruched under here, under the boob, and then ruched in here, which makes you got like a longer part here, which really cinches in your waist and makes this look tinier, and a lovely little ruffle there where when my belly does start to pop out, if that weren't there you would see that, because the ruffle's there, it looks like it's all the ruffle and not my belly. So now we're getting on to the cheap dress. So this is the cheap dress. This is the, hang on, I got that confused. Hang on a minute, what have I done? Long sleeves. This is a £15, this isn't the cheap one. We're coming on to the cheap one. So this is £15, they're all cheap, I think for Topshop as well. Like for instance, how much were these full price? That one was like £40 full price. This one was meant to be £39 full price as well. So you're getting these for less than half price, all of these dresses. This dress now I got for £15, this was $35.99. So I'm going to put this on. This has got like a lining underneath it, and I'm a bit scared that I'm going to get in a tangle. Whenever they've got a slip underneath, I tend to get in a right pickle. And people always say to me, Rosie, put it on first. So, oh, okay. So the slip actually unbuttons out of this, which is really good, because sometimes they don't and you have to cut them out. So I'm going to unbutton this one and put the slip on. Whoa, double bonus. Got a silky little dress. I won't try and impress you too much. These tend to cling right to my little rolls, and they don't normally look that great. I'm not exactly Victoria Beckham in it, but see what I mean? It sticks to my sausage. Oh yeah, sexy little sausage. So we're going to put the dress on now. If anyone was to just put this on right now, they'd be like, is she actually showing that dress? She looks terrible in it. She thinks she looks amazing in it. But I do, guys. Look how amazing I look in this. Right, so who cares that I've got my little rolls on show? So we're going to get the sleeve out if I can. If I can. Right, here's a long sleeve one. So I thought, I've got to get a long sleeve one because I know not everyone likes having their arms out. I got this in a size 16 as well. And this was meant to be $35.99, gone down to £15. This is super, super cute. I love this dress. They're all such good prices for Topshop dresses. And one thing I will say is, Topshop, the quality really is there with Topshop clothing. I've got Topshop items I've had for absolutely years. And granted, they're not my size anymore, but I really just cinched it, like, you know, like a vest or a dress or a shirt. I'll have them undone, or, you know, they're not like things that do up anymore. I'm very aware. So this is a wrap dress, so it's very, very smocky. It goes down really long at the back, but shorter at the front, which is really nice as well, because if you are a bit conscious, and if you have got a long bum like me, my bum stops quite low, we don't want bum on show, but it's got these lovely ties. So I love it when a dress has a tie, because look, this is a smock dress, and I know sometimes us girls, we think it looks amazing wearing a smock, it covers a multitude of sins, but in actual fact, whether you have a belly or not, cinching it in at the waist brings you in, ladies. It really does. So I'm going to do this at the back. cinches you in, makes you look smaller. Even if you do have a large belly, at the minute I'm carrying weight on my tummy, but the bit here where your rib is, I'm not talking about your actual waist, which is here where the jeans would come to. We're talking about the bone, like the rib underneath your bra, that is everyone's smallest part. So let's tie that up. So many ruffles. This has a lovely V-neck on it as well, with a little ruffle here, and there is also another little tie here if you do want to tie that up, which is really, really pretty as well. So I'm going to tie that up because all of them are V-necks, why not? I do tend to leave these undone, but I think this isn't a ridiculously high neck. It doesn't really restrict you. Normally they're like there, aren't they? Lovely sleeve. It's like a bouffant sleeve, so the sleeve is very, very large, like a bat wing, so it leaves you loads and loads of room for your arms. It doesn't feel really restricted, but then where it comes in nice and slim here on the sleeve, it really just does look like the sleeve. So if you are conscious of your arms, yet again, it's going to be perfect. It also has a tie sleeve as well, so if you don't want it too long, you can always sort of like fold these sleeves up and then tie them there to get like a shorter sleeve, which I sometimes do in the summer. But these are really pretty, this dress. The pattern I'll show you as well is really lovely. So it's black and it's got like loads of lovely little yellow daisies on it and some red in it. Yet again, this is like an autumn sort of winter dress, but I would wear this again in the summer as well. Maybe with some like little red sandals or something to like pop the colour out, and like a little bit of red lipstick and red nail varnish would look really, really lovely in the summer as well. And I think you definitely could probably wear this if you are going to, like, when we start getting let out again, if you are going to go for a few little cocktails with your girlfriends, you wear a little pair of high-heeled sandals with this or some wedges. This could also be dressed up as well. So for £15, I thought this was a complete bargain. Now, guys, we're going to get on to the super cheap dress. It's very annoying because I'm saying dress and I'm making a point of it. Oh, that went cold. My belly went cold as that came up and I thought, hang on, is my bra on? Busting out my bra, my hormones all over the place. So, this on the website and even on the link, if you click on it, it will show you. This says dress. Now, I fell in love with this, but when it came, it's quite evidently not a dress, it's a playsuit. I tend to stay away from playsuits as I am like the little half donkeys, you know, like the little half goats, long man, where they've got like the little bottom halves, like the little billy goat legs, and then the long man body at the top. That is the way that God designed me. So when I wear playsuits, I end up with a playsuit right up my vagine and my bum, right? And then the shoulders pulling down because my top part is so long, and then my shorts are like, and then 9 times out of 10 my bum cheeks are hanging out the bottom of the short because they're not designed well. So I got this in the tall range because I was trying to save some money, because in the regular range it's like £22. In the tall range it's £10 for this dress, even though it's a jumpsuit, which worked out well because I think maybe because it's tall it might be a bit more forgiving for me. So I got this in a size 16, and actually it does come down to a nice length. We shall see. This sort of dress, but it would have been perfect. So this will be nice for you know, like back in the 40s when they wore these as like underwear, the little pantaloons. I feel like I'm going to crush back grapes in a little bucket. So the top of it is super, super pretty. It's that lovely ruched material. It's in a lovely like off-white gingham with black check. Love the sleeves, beautiful sleeves. Comes in really lovely. And then I'm left with this little area at the bottom, which I'm not happy about really. I feel like very like a little munchkin in it. So what I might do, don't get me wrong, I think if you've got like more weight on your bum, it might bring it out a little bit more, might look a bit nicer. I just personally think for the price, I don't think I'm going to send this back. I think I might snip this and then stitch it in a way that it turns into a dress, because I think as a dress, this would look really pretty. But as I say, I've linked it anyway in case any of you like it. Some of you prefer jumpsuits. But my point is, I went on it expecting it to be a dress, and when it turned up it was a jumpsuit. So the website has written it down wrong because it looks like a dress on the girl. I do like this, but do you know what I might even do? Cut it to here and hem it at the bottom and just have a really beautiful peplum top to wear with some nice black skinny jeans in the summer as opposed to a jumpsuit. I'm going to see what I can do with this one because it was only £10 and I do love the style on top, and it is really lovely thick sort of like chiffon material. So we got that one. That was the bargain one. Now the next thing I got was this one. So this is Skinny Dip. So if you're not aware of Skinny Dip is like it's kind of like a high street designery brand. So they sell them on like ASOS and Topshop and stuff like that. It tends to be a little bit more highly priced for their items when they sell them. It's like a concession inside of a shop. So I saw this dress. I thought this was absolutely beautiful, but yet again, let me get the little bit of paper that I wrote all my things on, very professional. It's actually a receipt from some jars that I've recently purchased, and I've just ripped them on, because I'm super professional like this. So this ruched top slash dress, this is what I've written down as, it's £22.40. This is probably going back if I'm honest. Now, I love it, I think it's beautiful, but that is, I'm 5'3", that is not a dress. I'm sorry, that is not a dress. That is coming to my hip when my bum comes. My bum hangs lower than this dress, and I'm short. So I think unless you're one of these sort of like, unless you're Cara Delevingne, which she's a model as well, but she's tall. I don't know how these models pull them off on the website when they're extremely tall and their bums don't hang out of them. But if this comes to a nice length and it looks nice on, then I am going to keep it as a black. We will see. So it's definitely not a dress. We've established that. Well, not on me anyway. So it's got the lovely square neck. I don't know how much this was meant to be. I think this was about £45 this was meant to be. The material is beautiful. I love the shape of it. Got to sort of sort this out. It's got a square neck, ruched here. Not too big a ruche. So I like that because then it's just ruched on the belly. Because on the boob, sometimes if it ruches too long on the belly, then you get that roll underneath it that you can see. So it sort of hangs out from the boob, which is really nice. I've got to sort this out. So it's got the ruched arms here as well, which is really nice, and then the puff sleeve. The pattern is beautiful, but I don't know, I think that's way too short for me if I'm honest. Very, very short. I'm thinking maybe in the summer, I'm going to grab a belt actually. I'm going to grab a little belt. So, I'm sure this is meant to be impersonating a designer belt, but my mum got it for me from when she went on holiday. And it's not the real thing. I'm pretty sure I've seen these on like Lydia Elise Millens and stuff like that YouTube, and they're like meant to be designer. Let's just excuse that. So I probably would get a nice little belt, tuck this bit up a tiny bit, and wear with a little pair of like skinny jeans or something in the summer. Maybe a darker belt. This was the first belt I could grab. As like a blouse, because it would look really, really pretty as a blouse, but there's no way this is a dress. And then if you're going to pay all that money for it in the sale, even though it's in the sale, £22.40, it's, I don't know, I'm going to have a little think about this. But it is a really nice shape, it's lovely on the arms, and it is that very trendy in pattern at the moment, like the style. And this is the pattern, this is what I fell in love with, the colour. So it's black, but it's got loads of lovely bright pinks and lavenders and white flowers, a few blue ones in there. And it does have nice swish factor, but I'm really short and this is definitely too short for me. So, you know, you win some and you lose some, but I prefer to try these on, so then rather than you having the hassle of having to send them back, you can see roughly what they look like on my size and shape. So the last thing I got was actually a top, which I fell in love with, but I think you're going to feel my vibes when I explain it. So this is a lovely blouse. How much did I pay for the blouse? Right, where's my paper? Where is my paper? Here it is. So this top was £15. Now this is how it's meant to be. So this top was £15, gone down from £29.99, so like half price. So it's a really lovely black blouse. It's really pretty. I'm going to show you it on. All of these I've got in size 16s, guys, by the way. So it's a really nice blouse, but it's cropped. So I could wear really high skinny jeans with these, ones that come to like this, so you've not got an overlap, or you can wear a vest underneath it. I do really like it like this. I think it's lovely, but the reason I bought it is that I'm going to show you in a second. So it comes off, it's got the lovely ruffle on the sleeve, lovely, lovely sleeves. I love it when they puff, come in, go in like that. Love that look. Now, probably with some skinny jeans that come to here, it isn't going to be a crop and it probably would look really nice. But the back of it has got two ties like that. So this is why I've actually bought this. So in the summer, I find there are loads of beautiful dresses, like sundresses, that are short sleeve, and I am conscious of my arms. I normally have my arms out, it doesn't bother me, but there are some days when I just think, I love something on my shoulders, especially if you're going to like a barbecue or someone's house and it starts to get chilly in the evening. It's nice to always have something to chuck on. But I find it gets really boring just wearing cardigans, and I'm really not a caftan type of girl. So I thought for £15, I'm going to unwrap this. And what I'm going to do instead, does it undo all the way? I'm going to undo this. and I'll relace it up after. I've purchased this, like this, to wear over the top because I absolutely love the sleeves. Sorry, my battery's about to die. Don't die on me, guys. So I thought this would look really pretty if I cut the labels and everything out of it. And I had this as a really pretty little chuck-on cardigan. Now you could wear a little vest underneath this with a pair of skinny jeans and stuff, or a nice little t-shirt. I'm going to cut the ribbon and I'm going to tie one piece there and one piece there, so you could tie it up if you want to. But it's really handy. You haven't got to be a sewer to do this, and I just thought this way round works out much better for me to wear over the top of a strappy dress, or to wear as like a top like this but with a vest underneath, because I can't do the crop lengths. I could pull it off if I really wanted to. I think we all can. I don't think it matters what size you are. If you've got confidence and you think it looks good on you, then you go for it. But I just feel a little bit more confident not wearing a crop style. So I thought this was really lovely for £15. I'm going to link all these below if you want to have a little look while they're in the sale. They're really good. But this is going to be worn as more like a jacket style thing. So this has been my Topshop haul. Hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to get back into our hauls. I will start doing them on a Friday, but like I explained before, they're just going to be a little bit sporadically wherever they can fit in, just because the kids are off school with home learning, find it a little bit difficult to fit it all in. But I've been Rosie Henshaw. Hope you've all been well. Oh, I will let you know as well, for some reason, whenever I'm in a bra in my try-on haul, I always get asked where it's from. So this bra is from Asda. They're £8 and they go up to, I think they go up to G. You know, like the larger size ones. I have got a bit of an overhang here on this boob and a little bit on there. This one still hasn't gone down because obviously I had the hospital appointment, but I've got the all clear and it's fine. But obviously there's like a cyst or something that hasn't gone down, which made it a little bit larger. And obviously boobs aren't completely perfectly symmetrical, but they're both hanging out because I've had my coil removed and my hormones are fluctuatingly boom. That's why I had the uni boob in my last try on haul. But normally these are a really good fit of a bra.